This is what Tyson Fury posted on his Twitter earlier today, February the 13th, 2016. T-Street Controversy. This is T-Street Controversy Live. Here's what he posted. Some massive news coming soon. He said massive. Had to come to London for an urgent meeting about a massive fight. TBA very soon. You will not believe who. First and foremost, nothing can happen with Tyson Fury fighting anyone unless Wladimir Klitschko signs off. So him hinting that it's not Wladimir Klitschko, it makes us ask ourselves who. Now, is Wladimir Klitschko going to retire? Does Wladimir Klitschko need more time? Does Wladimir Klitschko want to take a warm-up fight before he fights Tyson Fury again? Whatever the case may be, you have to understand it's all up to Wladimir Klitschko. If Wladimir Klitschko says, no, I want Tyson Fury as his next fight, then Tyson Fury has to fight him because of the rematch clause. Tyson Fury can't say, oh, no, well, you know, I beat Wladimir Klitschko. Let me go fight Deontay Wilder without Wladimir Klitschko's permission. When it comes to Deontay Wilder, a lot of people are thinking, oh, my God, could it be Deontay Wilder? Deontay Wilder's mandatory is Alexander Povetkin. Even though Tyson Fury called out Deontay Wilder at the end of Deontay Wilder's personally, he got into the ring and confronted Deontay Wilder after Deontay Wilder knocked out Artur Szpilka. You have to wonder, why would Tyson Fury be going to London for a meeting and not to the States? And also, would Deontay Wilder come over to the UK? I don't think that Deontay Wilder would. And Tyson Fury, if I'm correct, won't fight in the States because of his uncle can't come to the States because of visa reasons or passport reasons. Then you ask yourself, well, could it be Anthony Joshua? Anthony Joshua is supposedly in heavy negotiations to fight IBF champion Charles Martin. Now, remember, going back to the Klitschko situation, when Tyson Fury beat Klitschko, he beat Klitschko for the WBA, WBO, IBO, and IBF titles. But since Klitschko exercised his rematch clause, Tyson Fury couldn't defend his title against Tsar Glazkov. Therefore, he had to be stripped because of the rematch clause Wladimir Klitschko had in the contract for the first fight. So what I'm thinking is, if Klitschko decides to step aside, then either he's going to retire or take an interim bout, because from my understanding, Fury versus Klitschko 2 was supposed to take place on May the 7th. And because we have Canelo versus Amir Khan on May the 7th on HBO, which Wladimir Klitschko's fights on HBO in the States, they had to go for another date. But, you know, we don't know. You got even some people saying that it could be Vitaly Klitschko. I wouldn't be surprised. No, then again, nah, I don't think so. You have other names. David Haye, who is fighting in London, or who say he's fighting in London in April or May. But Tyson Fury has said he would never fight David Haye again, or never sign to fight David Haye again. And he said that if David Haye became a mandatory for his WBA title, you know, he would try to hold the belt hostage or maybe even drop the title. So he just doesn't want any parts of David Haye. But maybe since David Haye's last fight against Mark de Moray, maybe that changed his mind. David Haye actually shown that him coming back, there's a lot of marketability in his name still, and people still want to see him fight. I forgot how many viewers there was that tuned in for his fight on Dave TV in the UK, but it was a lot. Also, it was a sold-out crowd, or almost sold-out crowd. And the fight did really good financially for him. Is it Anthony C? Okay, now, you know, just to analyze these little bit of words, he said some massive news. So it's got to be a big name, right? You may think, well, Malik Scott is not a big name. You know, it's not going to be Charles Martin again. You know, I don't think, is it going to be Charles Martin? Would he fight for the IBF title again? You know, I don't know. You know, Shannon Briggs, is that massive news? Had to come to London for urgent meeting. You know, maybe the deal between Anthony Joshua and Charles Martin fell apart. Maybe it is Anthony Joshua. Or maybe there's some big sponsor that's going to pay Tyson Fury big money to fight David Haye. But if it's Deontay Wilder, I mean, I just don't see it. And Alexander Povekic's team, the mandatory for Deontay Wilder, has said in the past they won't accept any step-aside money. Then there's also the issue of Deontay Wilder has fought 3 voluntaries since winning the title. I just don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Just like we're waiting for the Anthony Joshua announcement for his next April fight. We're waiting for the Tyson Fury announcement now too, whether it's going to be Klitschko or whoever it's going to be. The heavyweight division is exciting once again. Like I said, there's only a few names that I can think of that would be massive news for Tyson Fury to fight. That would be David Haye, Anthony Joshua, or Deontay Wilder, or a return of Vitaly Klitschko. If there's anybody else, it's just like, you know. But the big interesting news is, how does Wladimir Klitschko fit in all this? Once again, I'll reiterate, nothing can happen without Wladimir Klitschko's say-so. I'm T Street Controversy. This is T Street Controversy Live. I cover every single major fight live. Please subscribe.